Alright, guys, let's talk a little bit about social media and the break that I'm taking from it. Hey guys, welcome along to a brand new video. Now, if you've been following me, you'll have known that I started a challenge, and the challenge was to, not post any results for 6 months. Just put in the work and see where it takes you, sort of a deal. So I've been doing that, but obviously I'm posting YouTube videos. I'm still recording podcasts, uploading them there. That's the work, putting in the work, uploading them, doing that. It's all good. And you know what? The difference that I've seen so far is absolutely fantastic. When I started it out, I did express that, the views will go down slightly, and interaction will probably drop slightly, and that has happened. So, but the interactions that are happening, particularly on YouTube at the moment, is fantastic. I have been contacted by a few people, especially with the whole talk about the back injury thing, and it's just been amazing to make those few pieces of contact. And I didn't think when I started this here it was going to be the best option to do, because sharing your stuff on social media is a core element of trying to grow this sort of stuff. But it is a head wrecker as well. I can't speak for anywhere else on the planet, and I don't want this to be coming across as like negative. And I know this content, along with the content in the next video, there may be a bit of a negative aspect to it, but I feel that I've got a little bit of experience in trying to do things. I've learned a lot over the years, and sharing those stories may help someone else that's trying to do this sort of thing. But social media in general in Northern Ireland is absolutely pathetic, and that's not a dig at anybody, but it's just the majority of the interactions you'll get on social media will have a negative impact of some sort on you, because there is a lot of people out there, particularly on Facebook, and I know from experience that there's a lot of people on my Facebook right now that are literally only there just to watch me feel and other people feel. There's quite a few people that I have taken off social media in the past. There's one guy in particular, like, I'm not going to name and shame anybody on here, but this dude, he was literally only on there, Mr. Negativity, I used to call him, and he absolutely hated it, because he would literally sit online all day, and even when he was at work, he had one of these jobs where he was some sort of day security somewhere up around the coast in Northern Ireland here. But it was one of these jobs where he could constantly have his phone in his pocket, constantly have it on. Like me, for example, where I work at, I can't have my phone on me during my shift. And, even if I did decide to do that there, I can never ever check it up. You're too busy. But the job this guy was doing was dirt simple, and it could literally be on social media at any point during the day. Now, if you were to post something that had a positive spin on it, if you threw up like a little meme or something that had like a little motivational quote on it, he would never ever comment on that. But if there was something started, if somebody had fallen out with somebody else, like, I'm not just talking about myself here, I'm talking about everybody else that was in that circle. If something kicked off, someone had an argument with someone else, like this guy would be into it to the eyeballs, like really going to town on it, and like really stirring the pot and whatever was going on. So those sorts of people, I've taken the majority of them off my social media. But to go back to the painkiller story for a split second here, if you check out that little playlist, I have free videos about the recovery story, essentially, where I talk about the past and the struggles of, been on painkillers for years and years and discovering that you're actually, not addicted, but highly dependent on them. Like, I was a functioning pill popper, and I've got no shame in saying it right now. I've defeated that. I'm dealing with a back injury again right now, but I'm not using any pain medication for it. I'm using light exercise to get it sorted out. Once lockdown lifts, I'm going to go and get proper massage therapy on it, the whole 9 yards. But I've done what I can at this point to ease it without painkillers. But to touch on to that and the whole social media aspect of things, and people just, being there just for the chance to actually, just give people shit, basically. When I went through that sort of stuff, and I was talking about it on videos in my previous channel, there's a long history here. I've been making videos from roughly about 2007 was when I started the first YouTube channel I had. Bet a lot on the wrong people, basically, like the sort of support that I thought I had, didn't have. And when I went through that stuff, and I was talking about the fear and the idea of trying to get off painkillers, that sort of thing. I never once through social media got any kind of genuine positive support from anybody that I would consider a friend back then. It was absolutely pathetic. And even up to these days, I still tend to think, whenever I'm creating a video like this and I'm uploading it to YouTube, it's always Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever it may be. This is an essential element. I need to get the videos out there for people to see them. But people are genuinely not interested in anything anyone else does. And it is a frustrating thing whenever you're doing this sort of thing. And all I'm really trying to do with it is, help people that are in a similar boat to what I'm in right now. I would love nothing more than for someone that's having problems with painkiller addiction or some sort of addiction of some sort. Cigarettes, not a big one. I'm still trying to kick in. There's still a pack about me all the time right now. I'm not smoking the same amount as what I once did, but I do still tend to fall into that trap every few days. And we all have our vices, and we do need support to get through it. But as far as social media goes and the whole painkiller aspect of the thing is, the vast majority of my friends didn't even register I was going through it. Family, again, like, I know this is sounding fairly negative, but I'm just going through the thoughts that I'm dealing with in this whole thing here. And friends weren't interested in what I was going through. Family have yet to mention it to me. Like, of course, I live with one of my brothers. He knows all about it because we've been living together in the same house. But my oldest brother has yet to say anything about it. My nephews or nieces, cousins, there's a lot of family on my social media, and not one of them to this day has even registered the fact that I've gone through this, no matter how open and honest and public I have been with the whole thing. And I'm not stupid. Like, there's a lot of aspects of their life I'm not invested in either. It's like there's always two sides to every story. I'm maybe not interacting with them as much either. But, at the end of the day, when someone cries out for help and, people just ignore it, it's kind of soul destroying. And when it comes down to something like, for an example, the last short film I made, Conclusions, was based upon suicide awareness. A lot of people online went to town on me over that film just simply because of the subject matter of it, and really, really tore me to pieces over it. And that's something that really stuck with me right there, is the whole positive and negative aspect of social media. Because, if they're seeing that, then they've seen the other struggles that I went through, but they decided to go after the short film and not the struggle that I was going through at that time, and actually needed a lot of help and didn't get it. And like the vast majority, I'm not going to beat around the bush here, 100% of the people that had an issue with the short film were self-confessed Christians, Christ followers, part of the Vineyard Church in Coleraine, Northern Ireland, and they actually went to town on me so bad. And one person even told me that I should actually go and attempt suicide myself to get a better understanding of mental health. So, that is where social media is at in Northern Ireland. That has been my experience with it up to this point. And, this 6 months journey, I'm only into it about a week and a half to 2 weeks at this point. And it really has made all the difference so far. That's very, very freeing. And I have just realised now, talking about social media, I haven't even got my phone with me today. So, I enjoy social media, don't get me wrong. If I didn't have social media, I couldn't have got my channels to the point where they are. But at the same time, what I have gotten out of this last couple of weeks so far of not posting any results, not posting my videos on the social media, it's been eye-opening, and so much more of a positive response. And the interactions I've had over the last couple of weeks has been just the interactions that you really, really want to be having online. So thank you guys for sticking with me and checking these videos out. And please give me any suggestions you might have for videos as well. Like, stick them into the comments below. Get in contact with me some sort of way. Maybe even through social media. I've got all my links in the description box below this video. I'm not posting on social media, but I do tend to, maybe once or twice a day, take a quick skip through the timeline just to keep up with people, and people I'm genuinely interested in following. And there's a friend of mine recently went through, well, he's keeping it kind of tight-lipped, but I take it that he went through an operation recently. So if I wasn't, checking up once in a while, I wouldn't have known that, to give him a little bit of support. But I'm still interacting through it, so if you want to get in contact with me that way, feel free to do it. But, if there's anything you want me to talk about, as far as, trying to keep people motivated and whatnot, please let me know, and we'll get to it as soon as possible. So guys, give this video a wee thumbs up, share it along. I'm depending on you right now to do the sharing for me, because I'm not sharing to October 6th. I believe the 6 months is up. So these videos are going to get shared by anybody, it's you guys. So I would really, really appreciate it. And something special planned for whenever we hit 100 subscribers.